Welcome back to part 3 of our Balanced Wizard playthrough. Last off, we left in Triton Avenue, so we are going to go ahead and continue. We got some of the professors already messaging us. Alright, where we last left off, we had one quest left, so we had to go find these gears. So it looks like we had to go and find 3 of them. There we go. Let me make one more adjustment real quick. And we should be good to go. There we go, we got 1, 2, and there's our 3rd over there. Oh, guess we got into a battle first. So we'll go ahead and take care of this rotting fodder. We'll go ahead and take the elemental shield and put that on ourselves. That way if he hits us with a storm spell, fire spell or ice spell, but most likely storm spell since he is a storm school enemy, will most likely use a storm spell. We can at least reduce it by 50%. But then also that saves us a pip, so that way we can use our rank 2 spell Scorpion, which should one-shot him as long as we don't fizzle. Perfect. And we actually... nice. Thought we were going to high roll based on the animation there, but we did not. And then here is our 3rd gear. So now we gotta go defeat Scarlet Screamers. Ooh, let's go ahead and just join these guys. So hopefully they do not kill the 2 Scarlet Screamers there is perfect. Alright, so by us doing this, we should be able to complete this quest in this one battle. Actually, let's go ahead and cast Elemental Blade on ourselves. That way if we get either the Frost Beetle, Firecat, or Thunder Snake spell from our wand, we'll go ahead and be able to boost its damage, each of those spells. And that spell does come from our little goblin there, so it is actually him casting that spell on us, and not us casting that spell. And the Scarlet Screamers, they are different than the Rotting Fodder. They actually have 235 HP. So with our current spell Scorpion, the most we can do is 200, so we can't one-shot them. But then they are also myth enemies, which our current shields that we have protect us from fire, ice, and storm. And we actually did not get a fire, ice, or storm spell, so we're just going to cast Scarab on the first Scarlet Screamer there, which should be enough to kill it. You can see that the other Balanced Wizard with us there is also casting Scarab. And then that Death Wizard is actually going to kill the first one. And he high rolled. Nice. And we didn't get any of the Frost Beetle, Firecat, or Thunder Snake, but we'll go ahead and cast our rank 2 spell Scorpion. And we can see there that the Death Wizard is going to cast his rank 2 spell, which actually does some damage and then takes half the damage that is dealt, and then returns it back to the wizard and heals them for half of it. It's a pretty nice spell. And then the other wizard used Thundersnake, which does get a boost since it's effective, super effective against Myth. And we were actually able to finish that quest in one battle. And we did get a treasure card. And then we got the chipped knife, which we cannot use because we're not level 10. So let's go ahead and run back and turn this quest in. Should be pretty easy. We should be getting towards the end of Triton Avenue today. So go ahead and turn this quest into him. Now we gotta go over here. Pull the lever. Okay, we fixed that. Go back and talk to this guy to turn in the quest. Alright, now we gotta run on back through the teleporter to go talk to our guy Duncan. Let's see. Alright, so now we gotta go to tower. We gotta go fight the Harvest Lord over there. Okay. Which we should, once we take this initial teleporter, there should be another teleporter so we don't have to run all the way there. Be a little faster for us. As you can see, there's quite a few other wizards running around playing today. So maybe we'll actually get paired up with somebody. I don't think anybody's here to fight them though. That's okay, we can take them ourselves. Alright, so the Harvest Lord is fire, and he does have a minion with him. He's got the Storm Minion Rotting Fodder with him. Let's go ahead and just double check our deck. And we have the only 4 spells filled our deck. Okay. There's nothing we can really prepare for. But we will be using our elemental shields because the fire will hopefully protect us from the Harvest Lord, as well as the storm will protect us from the rotting fodder there. Now, if they use any other spells besides fire, ice, and storm, we won't be able to decrease the damage, but at least for those 2 schools, we will be able to. We'll go ahead and we'll use a Scorpion on the Rotting Fodder, which will one-shot him as we hit and we don't fizzle our spell. We can see here that the Fire Cat's damage is going to be reduced by 50% thanks to our shield. And please just don't fizzle. There we go, so the Rotting Fodder will die in one shot. Now we just got the Harvest Lord. So we're actually going to go ahead and we're actually going to put a Balance Blade on us. So again, a Balance Blade gives us plus 25% damage to any spell that we cast, and it is coming from our pet there. So hopefully we can get a Scorpion because it does not require a pip to use that spell, so we're able to save one. So we'll go ahead and cast Scorpion. So our Scorpion will do a little more damage since we have that Balance Blade. Get that plus 25%. We did 227 damage, which normally that spell can only hit up to 200. Alright, let's go ahead and cast Thundersnake. The reason why I discarded the Fire Cat spell is because the Harvest Lord is fire, so if we were to use a fire spell on him, he would just resist it. And plus the Thunder Snake does get a bit of damage for us as a level or a rank 1 spell. Alright, we'll go ahead, we'll use the Frost Beetle. Because he is fire, the Frost Beetle will give us a boost, because ice is super effective against fire. And we actually hit for maximum damage there, which is nice. Alright, let's go ahead and cast Scarab. And then hopefully we high roll and this kills them. We're at half health there. Nice, we killed him. Alright, so the Harvest Lord is down.
I know what he's talking about. Meet me outside.
We did get a pair of boots from the battle. Let's see what they give us. Boots of Obstruction. 19 health and +1 resist to everything, but that is for the ice school only, which unfortunately we cannot use. We also just did find an open book, which is a housing item, which in this game, because we are a student in the game, we do get our own dorm, which we can use later on in the game. Alright, let's go over here and just collect this reagent, because we can sell that later for money. Alright, now we gotta run back to where Duncan and his friends were to turn in this quest. Oh, just kidding. She is over here in this teleporter.
Worse than I thought.
Alright, we'll talk to her. She'll give us a new quest. Now this is where we learn about being able to save a location, so we're actually gonna check out this robe first, which currently we do not have a robe equipped, and this one would give us 48 additional health, which would be nice. And since we leveled up to level 8, our Balance Professor does have an additional spell, but we're going to go ahead and put down a marker. That way we can teleport directly back to the spot. I'm going to go ahead and teleport to our dorm, so you guys will actually be able to see the dorm room that it gives you for free, which is just pretty simple. They give you a bed, a desk, and then a bank where you can store items, and then you can put down some other things in here to decorate. But we're going to run out of here. We are first going to go talk to our balance professor, because he does have a quest for us, which with him, if we complete that quest, we will get a spell. And since we're also level 8, we can go ahead and get the weakness spell, which we can put on an enemy, and then it decreases that spell's damage by 25%. And that goes for any school. It's not school specific. So any damage spell an enemy cast, it would decrease it by 25%. Let's go ahead and turn in our quest for that lady that we picked it up from. But before we teleport back to her, we are going to switch our quest over to the quest we got from our balance professor. Because once we complete this quest, we do get a new balance spell. We'll go over here, we'll talk to the ice professor. Then we have to go to Golem Courts. We'll go ahead and run over there. And there's a lot of people on today.
You want to know about... Hi.
She actually has another quest. We're going to decline that quest for now. We are going to run over to the library and talk to the librarian there. And hopefully after we talk to him, it should just be as simple as running back to our professor, turning in the quest, and getting our new spell. I see some more reagents we can go pick up. Yeah, and you can use these to craft, but I don't really do any of the crafting stuff. I just use it to sell so we can get gold, so we can get better equipment. Oh, it's not the librarian. We're talking to this guy. Forrest Tallstaff. He actually has a quest for us. We're going to decline that quest as well. We can come back and do that quest later, but for now we're going to stick with the one that we have. So we're going to run back to Ravenwood, and we are going to go talk to our professor. Hopefully this ends the quest, and then we can go ahead and get our new spell.
So you visit the pond in the commons.
Oh, nope, okay, that wasn't the end. Now we gotta go to the commons. Where are we going? Oh, okay, visit the pond. Oh, it's like an angel over there. Judgment. Okay. Cool. Alright, let's go back and talk to our professor. See what he has to say.
So you were visited by a minion of balance.
Okay.
It seems you have completed
So,
your first assignment, young wizard.
that spell that we just received gives us additional accuracy on the next spell that we cast. So that's pretty good. So if we cast that before we use it on a, say for example, a scorpion, that will increase our chances of the spell not fizzling, which should give us 100% accuracy, which means it would never fizzle. Alright, but since we finished that quest, again, we only have the one quest, our main quest. We are going to teleport back instead of running all the way there. And we should be able to turn in our quest. Oh, I'm sorry. We have to fix this thing. And then now we can turn it into her. Done. Perfect. Alright, let's see what Arthur's got for us. Or Arthur. Okay, oh. Got a bunch of quests here.
The rotting fodder and scarlet screamers kept me from the caves across the river at the far end of Triton Avenue.
Okay, and what do you got? Oh, do you have the pet quest? Yeah, we're not going to do the pet quest. We're going to stick with the two quests we just got. So it looks like the Triton Town report we just finished. We're going to go ahead and do the quest for Duncan. I believe that gets us to fight Lord Nightshade, if I remember correctly. Which he's one of the big bosses for Wizard City, which is what this world's in. Go ahead, we'll take the teleporter over here so we don't have to run all the way to him. Those teleporters are really nice, especially when you don't have one of those mounts that increases your speed for running. Go to the haunted cave. Go find Duncan over here.
You made it. Good. I was
What does he
right.
want us to do now?
Those field
Okay.
guards, I can't beat them, but if you fight
We gotta
them, I
defeat
can examine
3
their
of
auras.
these field
Maybe I might see
guards.
who summoned them. Good luck.
Let's go ahead and cast an elemental shield on us. They are storm. So by casting this elemental shield, if they hit us with a storm spell, they will reduce the damage by 50%. Alright, now we can go ahead and cast our scorpion on them. He fizzled. Alright, we are going to go ahead and cast a weakness. So again, that weakness we'll cast on him will subtract 25% of the damage on any spell that he casts, as well as it does not cost a pip, so we will be able to save a pip. That way next round we can go ahead and cast the Scorpion, which is a 2 pip cost spell. Go ahead and cast Scorpion, and then hopefully we high roll the Scorpion and we kill him. There's a minus 25%. Which we high roll. Oh, still not enough. Only got 11 HP left. Go ahead and hit him with an imp attack. It's a little life spell. That's one down. Gotta defeat 2 more. Thunder Snake's not going to be any good for us. Let's go ahead and cast the Balance Blade on ourselves. Fortunately, did not get our Scorpion, so we're going to go ahead and we're actually going to cast an Elemental Shield on us to protect ourselves. Man, we still did not get a Scorpion, so we're going to go ahead and cast another Elemental Shield. Hopefully in our next hand we get a Scorpion and then we can start doing some damage to this guy. Nice, subtracted 50% of that damage. There we go, now we got our Scorpions. We should be able to cast the Scorpions back to back, and hopefully we do not fizzle. Let's go ahead and cast another one. Oof. Close. Go ahead and cast a Dark Sprite. And that should finish him off. Ooh, we got boots. Pair of boots from here. Let's see what the pair of boots do. Stormforged boots plus 4 storm damage, which we cannot use because we are not storm school. Okay, let's go ahead and defeat our last field guard. Let's go ahead and cast a weakness. That way next turn we can go ahead and use Scorpion on them. Will not be using Thunder Snake. Let's go ahead and use Scorpion. If we were to use Thunder Snake, because it is a storm spell and he is storm, he would just resist some of the damage from the storm or from the Thunder Snake. Okay, 172. Alright, let's go ahead and cast an Elemental Shield on ourselves. That way we can reduce some of that incoming damage, but then we also save a pip. So next turn we can go ahead and cast Scorpion. Alright, let's cast Scorpion, and this will not be enough to kill him. As long as we hit, the next turn we can go ahead and cast Firecat to finish him off. Alright, let's go ahead and use Firecat, which as long as we hit and we don't fizzle, that should kill him. Okay, we are almost dead. Perfect. Nice, let's go ahead and get this wooden chest real quick. Oh. Go ahead and pick up some of those red orbs over there, that way we can heal up before we possibly get into another battle. Alright, let's see what Duncan's got for us now. Okay. Just gotta follow him to the end of the haunted cave over here. Another wooden chest over there. Go ahead and cross the streets. Pick up the wooden chest, and we'll also get the blue orb over there to refill some of our mana. Let's go ahead and turn in our quest. Okay. So I've finished our quest for Duncan. Now we gotta go talk to the sergeant back in Old Town. We're actually going to teleport back to Commons for that, because that'll be a closer run. That way we can just take the shortcut of the shopping district and then head over into Old Town. And we can also pick up some of these blue orbs to get more mana.
Triton Avenue's not going to explode. Well,
Okay.
I should hope not. Sounds like things are
Okay,
getting
so
sorted
now
out.
we
Well,
finished
at least
Triton Avenue.
thanks, Wizard.
Alright, so I think we're going to go ahead and call it an end here. And then when we pick back up, we will be moving on to Cyclops Lane. But please make sure you follow, like, and subscribe. That way when I upload part 4 or the next part in the series, you will get notified and be able to continue watching. Thank you for watching the video, and thank you for liking and sharing.